If you are a tandem instructor, you need to know this. Hi, I'm Juan with Skydive Fundamentals. I'm a UPT and USPA tandem examiner, and I've been teaching tandem for over 20 years. UPT recently updated their emergency procedures, and honestly, it's a huge improvement. The old system used a flowchart that was, let's just say, not the easiest thing to follow when you're under stress. The new format is way cleaner. Now there are only 4 categories. If you got your tandem rating more than a year ago, this may be new to you. And if you have seen it, this is a good reminder you should review your emergency procedures at least every 6 months. So consider this a refresher. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how these new procedures work, so let's break it down. So the 4 categories are total malfunction, partial malfunction, open container with drogue issues, and third-party entanglement. The first category is the total malfunction. This occurs when the container still remains closed. A good example of this would be that you cannot find your drogue or you cannot extract the drogue from the pouch, and the immediate action of the response is to go straight and pull your reserve. A partial malfunction occurs when the deployment sequence already initiated, but the canopy is not fully inflating. In this case, the standard response would be, we're going to cut away, we're going to ensure separation on our risers, and then finally we're going to pull our reserve. An open container when drogue issues occurs when the main container has been opened, so both safety and main pin have been pulled, but the drogue is, for one reason or another, is not extracting the main parachute. In this case, we're going to disconnect the RSL, we're going to cut away. Again, we're going to ensure that the main risers are separated, and finally we're going to pull our reserve. The last category is third-party entanglement. This occurs when a videographer or another person jumping with the tandem pair gets entangled with the drogue. In this case, we are going to strip the right side, which means we're going to disconnect the RSL, we're going to cut away, then we're going to release the drogue. At this point, we need to ensure separation of the risers, which would allow us to start gaining horizontal separation by tracking for about 5 seconds, and then we will pull our reserve. What I just demonstrated is an oversimplification of how the new emergency procedures work. But in order to get the correct full description of how the EPs for each one of these 4 categories, please refer to the Sigma operating manual starting on page 53 that details the exact response for each individual category. So this is the new format. Only 4 categories and no more chasing arrows down. So out with this. And remember, if this is the first time that you are seeing this updated procedure, take some time to internalize them. And if it has been a while since you review your EPs, now is a good time to make it a habit. Every 6 months minimum. Put it in your calendar. If you found this helpful, subscribe. We put training for skydivers and instructors regularly.